niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, dumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when it got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be bout my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground.
Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be fly than a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in, no ID. You ain't cold like me. No, you see the name in neon. Prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they beyond. Got a nigga leading this shit like eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. But I'm grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like freak Nick. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up into what you call it, eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants, ducked off by the lake and
mountains might make it sound
Back in
like
the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Clutch pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game.
I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood, and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Gotta now give a fuck who got next. A good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin gang got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play. 2 blunts, tall Tanqueray. Don't simp, get paid today. That hate can't make a stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Make a nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, done division. Poppin' my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique at dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position.
In the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Clutch pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'da thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had to get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for... Now we don't cross my mind so much cause everything high. I don't even check the traffic flow cause everything fly. Before as whips, now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest, she said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see. I paid the price to know my worth so I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice just by what you think worth the bleed. What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the world than fancy cars. We gon' live today, we might not see tomorrow. You gon' miss the galaxy, try and see the stars. Contemplate daily what's gon' get us far. No need to buy the world cause it's already ours. And I'm no longer searching for another reason. When I'm through with this earth, I might just rise up out the dirt and ball another season. 20s, 50s, 100s, I wanted it's mine. Planning the purchase, I'm buying land and the purpose divine. Pull out a family, one roof to stack, it won't cost them a dime. Feel me up seeing my people eat, that's the mark of a done. Can't be losing focus in the clutch, that's gon' cost you your prime. I took precaution, man, been at work since I first saw the sign. X by my cursive and I ain't slipped since I dotted the line. Make sure the ethic match my ambition and wait for the time when drinks is on me. Thanks I don't need. I done had this plan since both jeans and long tees. No extended hands that didn't feed, I'm on freeze. Cause I ain't got the battery to spin, I'm low key. I done put my TK in 10 times, no lie, I did the job. Had to wash my hands on wind, lay down at night and get to God. It had been so many times inside, I thought when nothing left. I was on my way up thinking I would fall, but took a step.
Doctor?
Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga, still nigga, still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga, still nigga, still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. You wanna know what's more important than throwing away money in a strip club? Credit. You ever wonder why Jewish people own all the property in America? That's how they did it. Financial freedom, my only hope. Fuck living rich and dying broke. I bought some artwork for $1 million. 2 years later, that shit worth $2 million. 2 years later, that shit worth $8 million. I can't wait to get this shit to my children. Y'all think it's bougie? I'm like, it's fine, but I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. Turn a 2 to a 4, 4 to an 8. I turn my life into a nice first week release date. Y'all is still taking advances, huh? Me and my niggas taking real chances, Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Make sure y'all can hear me. Oh, put that right there so y'all can make. Okay.
Everything working. How y'all doing today? It's your guy, Big Dog Barking, coming out of Memphis 10 with another live. And like I said on my last live, I'm gonna alternate my audience. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe it's not gonna work. I don't know. But you gotta try some things to see what work and what don't work. I be saying that all the time. You gotta throw stuff against the wall, see what stick and what don't stick. And what stick you keep and what don't stick, you throw it away and you try something else. But anyway, so today is Tuesday, and today's topic is certainty over beauty. Certainty over beauty. Now, before I get into today's conversation, as y'all enter the building, hit that like button. Likes are appreciated. Hit that share button, tell somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something over here. And also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. The goal is trying to get to 1,300 by the end of the year. It's a process. It's a slow process, but we're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to have no long, drawn out conversation like I did. Got some thing I gotta do in a little bit, so I'm gonna give y'all what I give y'all before wife to get up. She ended up taking a nap right now. We got some moving and grooving we got to do. So she taking a nap. So I'm gonna give y'all a little knowledge right fast. And this for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I talk to the men and I tell the men, y'all supposed to have the investor's mindset, the Swipevestor mindset. You know what I'm saying? Being able to think clearly on what you want out of life as far as women, as far as relationships, if that's what you really want. If you just want to jump from female to female, then again, keep gambling, keep doing your thing, pay me no mind. But when I alternate, when I talk to the women, this is Swipevestor for women. And when I talk to the women, what the conversation is strictly how to be a better woman, I guess. Now it's not the whole beat you over the head, talk about how bad you is, and yah this and yah that. Even though some of my topics and some of my conversation is red pill adjacent, I'm not the extremist. I'm not the guy that's going to just go all overboard because, like I said, I don't have a lot of these issues that these guys be talking about. And what issues I do have, you know what I'm saying, I'm man enough to be able to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying, whether it's me or my wife or whatever the case may be. I ain't finna sit up here and say everything that happens in my life is the problem. It was a problem created by a woman. I ain't gonna sit there and tell that lie. But then again, maybe a lot of my problems are created by women. I don't know. But like I said, I'm not the basher. I'm not the misogynist. I'm not the guy that's going talk bad about women just for the sake of talking bad about women and trying to give dudes a pat on the back and tell them that women are bad, men are good. No. But if you've been over here before, y'all do know I'm an equal opportunity smoke giver. I don't sugarcoat. At least I try not to. I might can work on my vulgarity. I am a little vulgar, you know what I'm saying? And blame that on my upbringing. I do see things in the little way I see things. Blame that on my parenting. You know what I'm saying? Blame that on my parents, not my parenting. My bad. Blame that on my parents. You know what I'm saying? Blame that on my DNA to why I see things the way I see. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of little factors in some of the things I say and some of the things I do. But it is what it is. I'm a human being. So anyway, like I said, today's topic is certainty over beauty. And also, if you want to donate at the banner, join the investment circle. Hit my cash app. You know what I'm saying? Any amount would do if you donate. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. So, ladies, let me tell y'all something. I'm a grown man. I'm 46, two young adult children, been married 20 years, been with this lady 20 plus years. And we didn't have our fair share of up and downs. It ain't sweet. Every day ain't a pretty day. But what I'm gonna tell y'all ladies is this right here. We do like how y'all look. We are attracted to y'all. We are. And truth be told, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I've been on record for saying numerous times, I like what I like. I like titties. I like ass. I like tiger stripes and cottage cheese. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not the face guy. She can't be butt ugly, but she ain't got to be drop dead gorgeous in the face. No, she got a decent smile. We good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So we are attracted to y'all in some shape, form, or fashion. And again, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Everybody ain't finna go get to the slim, thick, and all that right there. We all don't like them. And that's a conversation I always be having with guys. Is that when they sit there and say something about setting the standards for y'all, for the women, I'm like, bro, we can't even set a standard because men like what they like as far as women. We can't set a standard. We can't set an overall blanketed statement about what women we should go after when men have different tastes. As is women. Y'all got different tastes. But we do chase up behind y'all, regardless of what we like. You know what I'm saying? Some men like pretty faces, some men like long legs, some men like fat asses. It is what it is. But ladies, I'm gonna tell you something. And I know y'all done heard this over and over again, whether it's in real life or social media. Is what else do you bring to the table? What else do you bring to the table? Now, I'm not saying that to be, oh, I'm on one of them red pill ranks or nothing like that. Like, nah, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at nobody. Ain't no woman did nothing to me for me to go off on the deep end right now. Nah, I'm chilling. I just, just breaking stuff down for my audience. You know what I'm saying? I do want everybody, like, when I hear a lot of these content creators in the manosphere and the red pill be talking about what Kevin Samuels was trying to accomplish with black men and black women, I dig it. I dig it. And like I said, I always take nuggets from everybody I listen to, regardless of how much people hate them or whatever the case may be. I do get little gems from everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's how the real mastermind works. You know what I'm saying? They able to pick up knowledge from everybody and apply it to their own logic, their own ideology, and able to make it work. You know what I'm saying? In some shape, form, fashion. So, like I said, with my Swipevestor mindset, what I'm teaching over here, what I'm preaching over here, I do want y'all to be together. Marriage is optional. I'm gonna say that again. I do want y'all to be together, but marriage is optional. I'm not the married guy that's gonna preach marriage. If you want to get married, fine, cool, get married. If you don't want to get married, I ain't gonna tell you to do it. But ladies, you are beautiful. And you do show your ass on social media. A lot of y'all show your ass, like literally show your ass. Like literally. And I tell you, I watch it, I look at it, I ain't above it. I tell y'all that. Look at it. I'm a man. Like I say, my social media is like me going back in the strip clubs. Adult entertainment. I'm not above it. Some women are absolutely gorgeous and got foul mouths. And not only just be cursing, but just how they be talking about how they see things as far as relationship, how they deal with me. So again, y'all are beautiful, inside and out. It's just that y'all be showing these guys the raw, rough, uncut that they can't deal with. What's going on, Harmonize? That's all this really is. It's like when I go on my social, whether it's IG or X or whatever the case may be, I'm telling you, I'm looking at beautiful women shaking their ass. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at y'all twerk. I'm looking at y'all doing y'all little shimmies and all that right there. It's attractive. And I say a lot of times, if I was a single man right now, I know what I'd be doing. I'm gonna give me some, one way or another. But I also say if I was a single man, I wouldn't be trying to be in no serious relationship because outside of your beauty, what else do you bring to the table outside of that? What else do you have to offer a man outside of titties and ass and pretty faces? And a lot of women getting uproar and like, I'm the table, I am the table, and all that. No, no. Because the same way I tell a guy when they be talking about women won't get on their game plan, I be like, well, bro, you ain't got a plan. How can a woman get on your game plan if you don't have a plan? You don't even know what you're doing. What I've been saying over and over again, a lot of men gamble. How you gonna build anything when you just gambling? I say that a lot. So when I get on men, y'all gonna pat me on the back and say, "Yeah, big dog, get on him, get on him." Gotcha. But what else do you bring to the table besides your looks? Now it don't even make it fair when men say what they say, and I say that a lot. Like, bro, you literally choosing your relationship based off how a woman box feels, how the sex is, which leads to a lot of y'all women just giving up the box. Whether for the free skill or put a little tax to it, y'all give it up. That's crazy. That's crazy. And as y'all can see, is like as a man, for me to sit there and say that to women, what you think the women gonna do if they want to be in a relationship? What y'all gonna do? If men tell y'all that day in, day out, whether in real life or social media, what y'all gonna do in order to get a relationship? Y'all done seen it numerous times before. It's like you be with a guy and you know you like him, but you don't want to give him too much too fast, and he might dip off. You know, he might get the milk, but don't want the hamburgers and the steak. He just want the milk. Yeah, so you pace yourself. You don't want to be too anxious. You don't want to give him too much too fast, and he get a little antsy in the pants. It's like, you know, all that kissing and touching ain't enough. You gotta put a dick up in something. And you still trying to protect your cookies and whatever the case may be. And y'all done seen it before. Y'all done heard it before. It's like, if he can't get none, he gonna get it from somebody else. So it do put y'all in a strange predicament. It's like you don't want to be looked at as a 304 by dropping like it's hot real fast, but you also don't want to lose a potential boyfriend, husband to another female just because you won't give them none. Bad predicament to be in as a woman. I know it. I know it. I feel it. I'm not a woman, but I understand it. I'm a man. I'm a man. So I know my empathy. I know. I know. So, you drop it off, and guess what? He had to do. And you be sitting there to yourself, kicking yourself in the head, like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? See, when I talk to men and tell men, to have fun, and I know it sounds a little off, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like I'm promoting bad behavior, I'm promoting chaos. What I'm really like now, diversify your portfolio, because every woman is not meant to be wife. And y'all know that, women. Y'all know every last one of y'all ain't meant to have another man's name. Y'all know that. Y'all ain't meant to be married. Y'all know some of y'all ain't meant to be mamas. Y'all know this. Y'all know what I'm saying ain't wrong. And like I said, I'm not finna sit up here and bash y'all, but y'all know. And like I tell man, it's like guys, bro, every female ain't meant to be your wife, but every female ain't meant to be your junk either. But ladies, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all in a bad predicament to where either you're damned if you do or you're damned if you don't. And I know that. And see, one of the things I always said, and I know my wife get tired of me talking about this because we'll have a conversation just out the blue about anything, and it always go back to psychology. It always go back to psychology. It always go back to relationships and shit like that. And I always be like, look, it's bad on both sides. Though nobody want to be the problem. They always want to point fingers at men. They want to point fingers at women and say it's their fault when it's really the person in the mirror fault. But again, it is what it is. Y'all in a bad position. And of course, they're going to like you when they see you every day showing your ass and showing your titties, tattoos and piercing. Yeah, I mean, if you attractive, you attractive. BBWs are attractive. Slim, not slim thick, just slim. I'm attractive, y'all attractive. And then when you're showing off, it's like they're gonna tell you, man, I don't wanna, don't show everything, leave something to the imagination. And I look at it, I was like, I'm a man. It's like, yeah, you can have on a nice t-shirt and some jeans, and I can imagine this shit. But I also like looking at you in your little biking shorts and your tube top, your little gym outfits, your birthday suit. A man that like women gonna like women no matter what y'all got going on. Just being honest. So yeah, we do like it. When I hear guys talking about, all they see on they social is women doing this, women doing that, I'm like, well, that's in your algorithm. All you gotta do is like the first one and keep liking it over and over again to where your timeline is flooded with women of different shades and sizes doing the same thing over and over again. Can't complain about what you liking if you currently liking it. So don't let these men fool you and say they don't like what they see. How you think they get some of their content? How you think they put some of their narrative? They have to look at it. They have to watch it. Just like back in the day with when the religious people were pushing about the corn industry, how it's so terrible and all that right there. How you know it's terrible if you ain't watched it? You had to indulge in at least once to make an assumption of what you were looking at. Or when they said rap music was terrible, you had to listen to it. You had to listen to it to say to pass judgment on the music. So you had to indulge in the debaucherous behavior that y'all say these women have, and y'all co-sign. Y'all co-sign. There's been several times that me and my wife, again, we'll have these conversations about what's right and what's wrong, and then somehow, some way, not all the time, but every so often, she'll turn around and co-sign bad behavior. I'm like, how you gonna co-sign bad behavior when you're against bad behavior? But who am I to judge? It's like I tell the guy, like, yeah, you want to be a knucklehead, be a knucklehead. Just do it right. Yeah. But y'all co-sign the debaucherous behavior on social media. Y'all co-sign the debaucherous behavior in real life. That ain't like y'all don't. Y'all might say something under your breath. You might say something to your partner, your sister, that's right next to you, whether depending on where you at. I know I've been in several of them conversations of being out with my wife and her sister, my mother-in-law. We'll be at some restaurant or something like that, and they stay gossiping about what a female got on and how she doing this and doing that. So I know y'all do it. Y'all know I'm not lying. When a lot of time they talking about y'all, the sisterhood and all that right there, it's true. And y'all co-sign it. Until y'all don't want co-sign no more with it because y'all two single individuals and it's a man that's popping up and y'all gonna go each other for the net that nigga. Y'all gonna do it. That's one of the number one weakness in women is attention. What are you, a 304? What are you, an upstanding high value woman? Attention is the problem. Just like with men, validation. That's the number one problem with men is validation. But that's y'all number one issue. Even and I use my wife and my daughter and my son, girlfriend, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law. I use the women that's in my life and tell a lot of times like all y'all want attention. In some shape, form, or fashion. If y'all been over here, y'all know I don't hold back. My mom-in-law love attention. My mom-in-law love attention. She dress for attention. She make sure she get attention on her every time we go out. My wife, she dress modestly. But she want attention too. She might not try to show off her titties and all that type of shit, but she want attention. My daughter want attention. My son girlfriend want attention. All y'all want attention. And some of y'all willing to do the most to get it. That's why you have the OF model. That's why you have the IG model. That's why you see what you see on X and all that right there. And we just talking about the physical. Y'all want y'all attention. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with you garnering attention from men. Nothing. Because there's a man, a heterosexual man, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. Whether you covered up or not, I'm going to give you attention. Because I like looking at y'all. My son like looking at y'all. My brothers like looking at y'all. My partners like looking at y'all. We like looking at y'all. Whether it's in a personal environment or a professional environment, we like dealing with y'all. So y'all do get attention. Y'all are beautiful. But once you got my attention, what else do you have to offer me? What else do you got outside of your looks? What else do you have? See, a lot of these guys, they'll tell you, oh, they not cooking like their grandmama used to cook. They not doing this, they not doing that, and they'll go on and on and on. It ain't like you had to do it back in the day when you were beating the clothes on the rock. You got a washing machine, or you got air fryers and microwaves. Now you ain't gotta sit over. You know, they go off into detail about why it's so easier for y'all to do some of the things y'all, you know, that mama and grandmama and great grandmama used to do. They go off and talk about why you can't do it no more. And I say a lot of times, it's like y'all didn't sign up for that. You didn't ask her to do all that when you were looking at her. You just wanted to see what she looked like naked. And a lot of y'all don't want to cook. A lot of y'all don't want to clean up. Whether it's because you tired from working 8-10 hours at a job, or you just lazy as fuck. You don't want to do nothing. You want somebody to spoil you, regardless of the reasons. Not me myself, and I don't have a problem cooking. I got to fend for myself, even if I didn't have a wife. So yeah, I cook. I clean up. I wash clothes and clean bath. I do shit. Raise my kids. I did all that. I actually made some of that shit easier on my wife by taking some of that shit off her plate. Not cause I'm a simp or nothing like that. As I always told her, like, I don't need you to do that shit. I could do. I said, you gonna do it too though. When I got with her, she wasn't cooking. And I told her, I'm like, shit, dealing with me, you gonna have to cook, cause I ain't got no problem taking you out. I ain't got no problem spending money on you at no restaurant. That's fine. I'm cool with that, but you gonna cook. You gonna burn something. You gonna do something. That lady went in there and made hamburger helper and Jiffy Mix cornbread as the first meal for me, and I ate it. No complaints. I ate it. I ain't have to talk crazy to her. I ain't have to drag her through the mud. I ain't have to do none of that stuff that these guys be telling y'all they got to do in order for you to do something. All I did was like, hey, if you think I'm that nigga for you, cool. I need you to cook though. I'll take you out. I need you to cook. Cause when I'm broke and you broke and ain't nothing in the refrigerator, what we gonna do? We can't go nowhere. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? That doesn't mean using my logic. That wasn't me trying to be dominating or dictator or nothing like that. That's just me being honest. Like, what you gonna do? You broke, I'm broke. We can't go nowhere. We ain't got no food in the refrigerator. What we gonna do? Starve. She went in there and made hamburger helper and Jiffy Mix cornbread. I ate it. And she done graduated from that. She done graduated from that. She get to the point that she'll send me text messages with recipes. I don't know why my tongue got tied. She'll send me text messages with recipes. Talking about she might want to do this, she might want to do that. I'm like, all right, try it. Go ahead. It'd be so crazy that her mom and her sisters, not the one she be with all the time, but the other one, they always talk about she can't cook, but yet still, when she do make something, they always want to taste what she done made. And they like it. So my wife came a long way, and all I asked her to do was cook. And she ain't put up no fight. She ain't put up no fight. But see, a lot of y'all put up the fight. And again, she was working. I met her at a job. We were working together. So for y'all that sit up here and say, because you work, you don't have time to cook, that's a lie. That's a lie. You a grown human being. Why you can't keep your house clean? And don't get it twisted. Like, yeah, I tell the dude the same thing. Like, bro, what was you gonna do if you never got a wife? You gonna have to fend for yourself. So don't think I'm bash. I'm just being honest. You got a job. Why you can't keep your house clean? You working just like the men working. Why you can't keep your house clean? Why you ain't washing your clothes? Why you ain't doing what grown folks do? Not what men do. Why you ain't doing what grown people do? Because again, I tell dudes the same thing. They're like, why you ain't doing what grown people do? Why is it that you can't do nothing until you get a woman. I tell men the same thing. Cause you so used to your mama or your grandmama doing everything for you. Now you out on your own as a grown man. You can't do none of that. You need a woman to come in and do all the stuff that your grandmama and your mom should have taught you how to do, just in case you didn't get a woman. That's how me and my brother learned. So while I'm talking to y'all, it's like, hey, why you don't know how to do none of these things that grown people got to do, whether or not they with somebody? It's just simple. You can go online for everything else. You can find all the celebrity drama and celebrity gossip. You know when Shein or Temu or Fashion Nova got new clothes dropping. You up on all the latest trends and everything, and you can't find the recipe in the midst of all your BS. You can't find a decent cleaning products for your house amongst all the celebrity gossip. Have your fun. I ain't saying just be a tight ass. I ain't say do all that. Enjoy life. Do your thing. Go on your little trips and have your girls trips and go eat and do all that. That's fine. That's cool. That's not a problem. But if that what all your life consists of is doing shit for the gram, like I tell my son girlfriend, you know, I talk to her, and I talk to her like she my daughter, and I tell her like, man, you listen to these miserable grown women in their 30s and 40s telling you how bad the market is, and I'm like, you want to listen to women that ain't got niggas? What is because of one reason or another? Maybe they done got played all their life. That could be a possibility. Maybe they want to be the asshole and play niggas all their life. That's a possibility too. Maybe they had a good dude that did everything for them and they couldn't understand that shit. I'd seen that. Or maybe they was a good chick to a fuck boy. Saw that too. I said, you got to pick and choose who you want to listen to for your relationship advice. If you're not listening to your own mama. I'm just saying. So again, ladies, what do y'all bring to the table outside of your looks? Because I'm going to be honest with you. A nigga with options. A man with options. I ain't say high value man. I ain't say Pookie or Ray Ray. I ain't say none of them. I said a man with options. Because again, when I hear this argument about 80% of the women like 20% of the men, I say, well, what do the 20% of the men look like when athletes got baby mamas and wives, broke niggas got baby mamas and wives, skinny niggas and in shape niggas got women, fat niggas got women? What do that 20% look like? I say that all the time. What do that 20% look like to where 80% of the females just want these 20 niggas? 80 out of 100 females want 20 out of 100 niggas. What do they look like for them to have so much pull over all these women? What they look like when I've seen numerous niggas with numerous shapes and sizes have women? What do they look like? What do they look like? So again, a guy with options don't care about how you look. Don't value just your body. Don't value just your box. A man with options, I get that. All day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You're not doing nothing special. See, I talk that shit because I actually live that shit. I don't care. I don't care how cute you are, how thick you is, and all that right there. It's like, You're not the first female I never dealt with. You're not the baddest chick I ever dealt with. You all right, you cool, you decent. I be saying in public with you, but don't think I'm supposed to bow down to you because you look some type of way. I go get another one. That's not arrogance. That's just me being real. When I can sit there and figure out in my head, it's like, hey, there's more women than men. I can't lose. I can lose you and go get another one. And that's just my logic. I might have to deal with some extra shit. I might have to deal with a baby that ain't mine. I might have to deal with a degree, or you making more money, or depending on what I want from you, I'll deal with you. I'm not hurting. So, I mean, again, ladies, a man with options never hurt. Never hurt. Just because you thick don't mean he hurting when you leave. I go get another one. It be the ones that ain't got options that do all the complaining. Ladies, it's the men that have no options that do all the complaining. And then when they finally get hold of one of y'all, caught their eye. Nice, whatever they like about you, and excuse me. They decide they're gonna go all in. And you don't give them nothing in return. Not because he didn't ask, it's just like he assumed you gonna give him something in return. And you never gave him what he wanted. And it's basically submission, loyalty. Well, loyalty is a big, but submission. Like, bro, you want submission from her, but you have nothing to submit to. That's just me being honest. You want her to be on your plan, but you have no plan. Just being honest. So it be all the intangible that these guys be wanting from y'all that y'all don't have to give them because, again, they're not worth it. I wouldn't recommend giving anybody anything just because of their gender or their nationality or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't recommend it. But a guy that actually deal with women, a guy that actually got options, I ain't say he had to be rich. His dick ain't gotta be hanging all the way down to the floor. A guy with options can always turn down one of y'all and going on about their business. That's the truth. Because it ain't what you look like that's gonna keep him there. It's not what you look like that's gonna keep a nigga there. It's the stuff you bring to the table. Because men don't want to have to deal with risk management, even though it's risk in everything you do. They don't want to have to rattle their brains all day to make sure this is the right investment that I'm making. See, that's what I try to teach the men is be better investors. What I'm going to tell y'all is give these men something to invest in outside of social media. Give them something to invest in. You ain't got to go all the way back to the 50s where they want y'all to be at, where y'all was just attached to the stove and the bed all day. Nah, I ain't saying do all that. And I've been said this numerous times. It ain't never going back to them days. It ain't never going back to them days. But give them something to invest in. If all you got to offer a guy is get my nails done, get my hair done, take me on a trip, take me to this 5-star, buy these red bottles, woo woo woo. If all y'all have to bring me is lifestyle, experiences, daily, in order for you to make things work. And the minute he tell you now, because he trying to build for the future, he trying to take care of some other expenses that probably mean more than making sure you get this $300, $400 manicure. He looking out for the whole thing, and you feel some type of way because he told you no. You a bad investment. You a bad investment. And on top of that, if you getting your own bread, I do it myself. Well, do it. Do it. Ain't nobody stopping you. But can you do it every week? Can you spend $300-$400 every week on your nails? Majority of y'all can't. Can you spend so much money on y'all hair every week? A lot of y'all can't. Can you take girl trip 4-5 times a year? No. And if you do, guess what you're doing while you trying to take all these girl trips? You're missing out on your rent and your light bill. Shit, you're probably taking food out of your kid's mouth just so you can look some type of way. Because in your head, you feel like if I look some type of way, I can get any nigga. And I possibly get the man I want that's going to marry me. And that's all I have to bring is just my looks. I have nothing else but my looks. And I'm guaranteed to get the nigga of my dreams. And y'all hear this over and over and over again. I might smash, but there's no guarantee you gonna be my girlfriend. I might smash. There ain't no guarantee you gonna be my wife. Because if all you got to bring is just how you look on a daily, you bring nothing else. Like I said, you ain't got to be no slave. My wife will tell y'all she sleep. I ain't gonna wake up just to tell y'all anything. But my wife will tell y'all she ain't my slave. She not my slave. But she bring other shit to me besides her big breast. She do. She do. That's why she my wife. She got other qualities outside of her looks that made me want to be with this woman. She do other things. She's very valuable to me. I had to put in a lot of time and a lot of money, a lot of emotions into this lady. And I think I got a pretty good return on investment. And I think that's what a lot of these guys want is a good return on investment. They want the stability. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Because again, you do got the gamblers out there that just want to smash. And just like you had the gamblers on the men's side, you do have women that just want to get the money and run. And they don't have a problem giving up the goodies just to get $1. I'm just saying. It's bad apples on both sides of the aisle. Over here, I keep it 100. And like I said, I want to see y'all be together. I want to see y'all have at least a 10-year relationship. Y'all don't even want to be in a relationship for 5 years. 5 years or less. I at least want y'all to have what I got. That's not a brag. That's not a brag. I do want y'all to be together. Do y'all want y'all to be happy? It's something better for everybody. But y'all gotta stop thinking that you're gonna get that special somebody for you just based off how you look. It worked for a desperate nigga that you could probably run over. That'll be so sprung off the body and everything is that you can control him. That's easy work. But if you want the dude that really gonna take care of you, really gonna invest in you, really gonna grow with you and all that right there, you gotta bring something to the table outside of your booty. And again, depends on what he want. He might not want you to be a chef. He just might just want you to do something. Boil some water. He cool with it. So it is what it is. Well, I'm finna get on down. Like I said, it's gonna be a few more minutes before I get up out of here anyway, so I'm gonna shut it down for y'all. But yeah, ladies, this is not my last time talking to y'all. Nope, it's not my last time talking to y'all. Like I said, I'm not finna beat y'all over the head because again, I have to keep it even on both sides. You know, what they say, play the fence. Yeah, I gotta play but I've been 20 years in. I've been dealing with women for a long time, so of course I know both sides. I don't know everything y'all go through because I'm not a woman, but I done dealt with enough women to understand some of the problems y'all go through. And that's why I be so hard on guys because I'm a guy. I know the bullshit y'all do. That you trying to mask it under something. And kind of say it ain't your fault. Gotcha. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming through. Like, share, subscribe. And I will get up with y'all good people later.
Niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I've been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, dumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too played for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when they got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be about my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. but I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too player for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm